Do you know your rights? Do you know what to say, what not to say, what to do, what not to do? Should you be stopped by one of these predators? Many of us don't, and I'm going to share a video confirming exactly why I know this to be true and also why I needed to do this video today because, as I mentioned before, things are going to get way worse before they get better. And we're going to go over some stats. They're not even a fraction of the way well, they're a fraction of the way um, to their goals of how many ICE agents and stuff like that they plan to hire. And there's thousands upon thousands of more that are being hired in 2026. And without us knowing our rights, y'all, there's no way, no way that we're going to be okay. So usually they come and ask you the first question: who are you? Where are you from? Are you a citizen of the United States? And in one of those fashions. We still have rights, y'all. And the smart people know how to use exactly what those rights are. And first, let me introduce myself for the newbies. What's up, y'all? I am Kim, AKA Kim with the Gems. And on this channel, we talk wellness, travel, and money, honey. All the things that are going to help us survive in now and in the future, right? On this channel, we like to call ourselves the Gem Nation. We drop gems, we share gems. Each one is teaching one. So if you want to be part of this community, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel. Just hit that subscribe button and you are part of the Gem Nation family. That's all I ask. We have other ways that you can get closely connected. Thursday that just passed, our flawless meetup was amazing. We did a check-in. Many people are planning their exit out of this country. Some are out of the country. Some have just returned back for a temporary stay. And so that's the private community. I'll share more about that maybe at the end if I remember. I do not want this video to be long. I want it to be poignant. I want it to be on point because I want y'all to get y'all stuff together. And so do me a favor. I'm going to ask now. This will be the only time that I ask. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment in the chat, and if you're watching in the future, comment below because that's the only way this platform will push this information out, if they push it out at all. So I ask that you do that simply because I want other people to be on top of this. Also, if you're not following Black Travel and Culture on social media, we're on IG, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok. Go ahead and follow us because some of these topics will be covered there as well. So again, it's Black Travel and Culture, but there's no and in between. So it's Black Travel Culture on all social media. And if you're watching in the future, speed this thing up, put it on, 1.25, 1.5, whatever you feel comfortable so that you get through the information because I'm dropping some gems today. Hey, what should matter? Yeah, I am in the midst, y'all, real quick. I am in the midst of an accountability challenge that I do, 28-day accountability challenge, and I do it as well. So in addition to co-hosting or co-teaching a trading course, high probability trading, I'm also solo coaching 28-day accountability challenge, which I'm also activating on. And so it's been busy, but listen, I had to come back. I'm glad you're here. Hi to everyone else who's here. But let's start off watching this quick video because the first thing I want y'all to do before we get into anything else, shut up. Shut STFU. STFU, because y'all talking too much in these streets for me. Y'all talking too much. Y'all making things worse than they could be. Now, this was not necessarily an ICE detention, but this is an example of how we talk too much. Y'all don't watch the first 48. Y'all ain't never watched the first 48. Shut the heck up. Stop talking so much. These people are trained to trip you up. and I don't want you to be tripped up. Hey, Tanya. Oh, some of the Flawless family has entered the building. Good to see you, Tanya, again. Hey, Christine. Good to see you as well. Okay, so let's watch this video, and then we'll get into what the 2026 version of Freedom Papers look like and what you should know, some of the top tips. When we come back this week, probably tomorrow, we're going to talk specifically about, Project 2025 and 2030, because y'all don't know that, these people are over 50% completion for 2025, and they straight marching into 2030. And I think, again, many of us are like resting on our laurels, as they say, and not taking this serious enough, and not, again, don't. The risk and the fear comes in not knowing, y'all. That's it. Once you know, the fear kind of subsides, the risk are lessened. So that's what today's video is all about. So let me go ahead and play this, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this interaction. I have my thoughts. I want you to share yours. Give me a second. And if you are in the building, and I haven't seen you for a minute, say hi, say hello, let me know. Let me know that you are in here. Okay, here we go. There you go.
Bianca, are you still living on Island View?
Yes. And before I continue, this was posted by the person that was stopped. And this was a day ago. And so it was yesterday, let me say, that she posted this. I'm not exactly sure, but let's read exactly. So yesterday I was totally violated by, you can read the word, police officer out of Fairview Township, all because of what he thought he seen, in which was nothing but me handing my son his white coffee cup. This type of behavior has to stop. And she calls out his name. But I'm saying all this to say, this is not a traditional ICE stop, but this is what they will be using to stop you under suspicion. And so again, just take a listen. Hopefully you can hear this. Okay, I don't see anyone saying you can't, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue playing.
Okay. What were you doing over in New Cumberland right over there?
Dropping my son off.
Okay. What'd you hand off to the gentleman that walked back in the house?
His coffee cup.
His coffee cup?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm tired of him leaving his mess in my car.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything illegal in the car?
You want to search it?
I mean, if you want to let me search it.
Like, what do y'all think, we did a transaction or something?
Well,
let me just tell you this right here, right now. Don't you ever, never volunteer for an officer to search your car, even if you doing something dirty. If you riding dirty, you never volunteer that. Like, again, we have to be better at understanding and knowing our rights. She just basically gave him partial permission to search her car. Why? But anyway, let's go ahead.
That's what it looked like.
Because we're black?
No.
So,
let me search it.
Like, what do y'all think, that's
anything illegal in the car?
You want to search it?
I mean, if you want to let me search it.
Like, what do y'all think, we did a transaction or something?
Well, that's what it looked like.
Because we're black?
No. I couldn't see in your car. Your window tints too dark.
Okay,
anyway.
so exactly. So, but it looked like we were doing a drug transaction.
Yeah, so you pulled up, he came out, you handed something to him.
No, you missed it.
We're not going to argue about it.
I pulled.
Another key takeaway from this, listen, if y'all have illegally tinted windows, get them things taken off. Justifiable everything. If your window tints, they can say that your window tints were too dark and they thought they saw you. It appeared as though there was movement after they told you to stop moving, and they unalive your behind. justifiable. If you have tents that are illegal or unaccepted, you know, tent in your city or state, get them things removed, please, 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 please. So he referenced that her windows were so dark that he couldn't see inside the car. And what does she say? Exactly. Why are you giving this man child? Anyway, let's go ahead.
I came from this way, went around, took him home,
I saw where
dropped
you came
him
from.
off.
I saw where you came from.
And I dropped him off to his house.
Okay.
He left his cup here because I'm tired of his shit being in my car. I beeped the horn, gave him his cup.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Okay. Do you have anything illegal in the car?
No.
Okay. You don't have any crack?
I don't.
Weed?
Sir, I'm a fucking.
Now, this is where I understand the escalated level of anger. Did y'all hear what he asked her? Did she have in the car? Let me see if y'all heard that. If you heard, if you're listening, please put in the chat. What did he ask her? The first thing he asked her, did she have in the car? Anybody listening? No, nobody listening. Nobody want to engage to help get this video out with people. No? Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Yes, Christine. Exactly. How is that the first thing you gonna ask? If not a pum, the first thing you're gonna ask is their crack is whack. Let's continue.
Crack?
I don't.
Weed?
Sir, I'm a fucking business owner, okay?
Okay.
I don't have no crack. I don't have no weed. I don't sell drugs, do drugs, no none of that bullshit. It's not a question.
It was a question.
That's very derogatory for you
What's
to
derogatory?
say. Probably because I'm black. He was a black
So
man,
I already
and y'all
told you
think
that I
that
couldn't
we're.
see-
It
I
looked
couldn't
like
see- Are you gonna let me
looked
talk?
like we were
Or are you just gonna
selling
keep on yelling?
drugs. No, because I'm highly upset that you. I feel
You're
offended.
upset.
I know. That's. Come on. What
I
we
don't
doing
care.
here? What we doing?
Would you be willing to let me search your car?
No. For what?
Well, because it looked like you did a drug transaction back
I
there.
gave him a coffee cup.
Okay. What kind of coffee?
So here's where the real suspicion starts to, or you give them a reason for suspicion. One, you say, you want to search my car? And it flips from that to, no, you ain't searching my car. Now, it's one or two things. She realized that was a stupid thing to say, and you don't allow anyone to, you don't invite someone, officer, to search your car for unless they have a warrant to search your car. Y'all don't listen to Jay-Z. He done gave the whole blueprint years ago, right? And if you don't listen to Jay-Z, we're going to go over knowing your rights in a second. But saying all that to say, then you're going to say, no, you're not going to search my car. Now, this man already told you he thought you had the CRACK or the WEED inside your vehicle. You went from saying, you want to search my car to no, don't search my car. This could have escalated absolutely in unnecessary ways. But let's finish.
It was a white fucking coffee
Why
cup.
are you screaming?
Because I can't believe because you
What
keep
can't you
saying
believe?
that we made a drug transaction.
He pushed all of her buttons, got her cursing and screaming, which could also go very left, right? Unintentionally, because she's a black woman. Could definitely, it's different when we curse and scream at them, And so, again, there's so much wrong with this video. I had to show it because as they ramp up the hiring of the biggest police organization ever, ICE, $100 million. Oh, no, it's more than that, actually. But anyway, this is going to be more commonplace. So let's know what to do.
And that's what it looked like. Okay.
Wow.
It's simple questions.
It isn't, sir. That's not fair. That's not
Well,
fair.
it's not fair. I'm sorry.
I know.
She should have shut the heck up. Like, she is still talking to this man. He showed you who he was. He showed you what he thought of you. And you sitting up here trying to reason with somebody who's unreasonable. like we are smart. We are smarter than this. We are smarter than this. We need to turn the TV off and start paying attention to what and teaching. You know, imagine that this was her son in the car with her, who she said was a big old dude. Like, he here's the threat. Here he's feeling threatened. Like, oh my gosh, this brings me such angst. But anyway, let's continue.
And you police officers are horrible.
I'm horrible.
You
don't even know
police
me.
officers, sir. What we going to do,
So
sir?
now you're grouping me into a group of people.
And
right?
you're grouping me into a group of people where it looked like I was doing a drug transaction.
You could have been Mexican, you could have been white, you could have been green, you could have been yellow.
And I'm black, and it looked like that I was making a drug transaction.
Okay. All right.
And now you being a police officer, you people are horrible.
10-4. 10-4. So you don't have anything in the car?
Sir, I don't have nothing in my car.
What's the name of the gentleman that you stopped with?
That's my son, Anthony.
The bigger guy?
Yes.
That's your son?
I'm 55 fucking years old. I'll be 56 in
like
February. What we doing here, sir?
I'm asking questions. I'm doing my job.
Okay.
Why did he need the name of the person in the car with her? And why did she give it to him? Shut the F up, y'all. Shut it up, please, because, oh my gosh, they just waiting. They just waiting for a reason. Just waiting. And guess what? Even if he would have arrested her and nothing came of it, here you got to pay lawyers. Here you got to take time off from your business. She said she was a business owner. Like, let's be more logical than them, because some of them just really, you know, they ain't the sharpest knives in the drawer. I'm not saying all of them. Listen, I got people in my family that are part of that coalition. But saying all that to say, shut the F up, please, please.
All right.
And you're going to do what you need to do with that?
His name's Anthony?
Yes.
What's
Are
his
you
last
going to
name?
do what you're going to do with that?
I am. What's his last name?
I can't believe. Hold on.
So,
I would like.
And then she turns off the camera. She turns off the camera, and I bet you she gave him the last name. Like, why? Why? You have no probable cause. And if you do, go get the warrant. Go get the warrant. But I'm not giving you no name. She done snitched on her son. Now he could be a target. Like, listen, y'all, let's know our rights, and we're gonna get into. But let's just see what some of the comments are saying. The conversation went on way too long. Child, too long. Biggest facts. Exactly. From he started to instigate it was over. Exactly from he started, I guess they're supposed to say when he started to instigate, he would have had to search that car from top to bottom, then carry on the conversation with my lawyer. Normalize, stop talking, ask for a supervisor and lawyer up. Your recording is proof enough, but I'm sorry this happened to you. And then people are saying, you know, contact a lawyer, stop answering him. Like, yo, there are way too many examples of, listen, do I need to say it? Sandra Bland, Massey. Like, there are just way too many stories that we know of. Let's not talk about the ones that we'll never know about, for us to know better. And also to teach our loved ones better, right? And so, again, this to me is absolutely, yeah, she was doing way too much. Way too much. Way too much. Way too much. And they're filming at the same time. So hopefully and she has an update. We're not going to, you know, I'll tell you the name of her channel. She is Mrs. B. This is what her page looks like. And I know I think she has something said update. I haven't listened to the update. Oh, did she take it down? Oh, no. Maybe she didn't do an update. I thought I saw, maybe she did a story. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, we got to do better, y'all. And we have to teach our youngins better. And so before we go on, y'all know I'm going to remind y'all because let me just pull this up real quick. It's snowing in New York, child. It is snowing, and I got things to go, things to do, places to go, and people to see. He's getting a kick. Like, he's literally pushing each and every one of her buttons and finding like humor in it because he knows he can. Oh, goodness. This is why I also ask y'all, listen, study the art of war, read the art of war. We are currently in the accountability, 28-day accountability group challenge, which I am actually bringing back next month because of stuff like this. We need to be like samurai warriors in this new world order situation. And I'm going to show you results. I don't know if this is going to be this video, but with me even being part of, I do the 28-day challenge whenever I host a course or a cohort of the 28-day challenge, because I don't want y'all telling me this don't work, because I know it do. I've been doing this since 20, 30 years now. So when I host these, I do it too, just because I know there's going to be one or two people that's like, oh, well, I tried to do it and it didn't work for me. And I will be able to easily point out the lies, the lies and the deception. It is absolutely disgusting. He was absolutely enjoying that. Exactly. They can absolutely plant that word on you. And people, listen, we should know better. They are trying to make America what again, right? That's what they tried to do. And don't make it easy. That's my whole thing. Do not make it easy for them. Make sure that you have your ducks in a row, your I's dotted, your T's crossed, and you are level-headed. And we're going to talk more about, what to say in a second. But again, for whoever's here now, if you are interested, so I'm going to go partially over this document. It is your checklist and resource emergency to go bag, like what you are going to need, the legal tools, and know your rights materials with clickable links. I'm going to go through some of this. You can download this and get it if you want to. The link is in the description. I make it easy. I just updated it. So the benefit of buying it, the download, is that I, add and take away when links come and go, because things have to be updated with the changing landscape of this country. So I want to make sure everyone has the latest and greatest information. I think it's the first link in the description. I'll put it in the chat. Child, did I not? Yeah, I'm going to put it in the chat. It's on sale right now. I purposely, it's like 20% off, I believe. There we go. And feel free to share it, but I'll tell you what's in it. There are like 8 areas or concentrations where we need to know how to respond. And do we need what is called freedom papers? And for those of you who don't know what freedom papers are, let me go ahead and just show y'all. I put this so freedom papers were legal documents carried by legally free Black Americans during slavery, proving their status to avoid re-enslavement, detailing your physical description or record showing how you became free. That's the generic, quick summary of what freedom papers are. Well, we are living in a time right now, child, let me tell you something. Black to the future, let's just call it that. Like, this is absolutely not a game. And let me go ahead and pin that emergency to go document list before we go over it. Give me 1 second, y'all. But we are going to need to know what to do, because we are only at, I think in 2025, they hired about 12,000 new ICE agents. They're looking to potentially hire another 30,000 in 2026, 30. And that's conservative estimates, right? That's provided, people, they don't get a whole lot of people. That they may hire 30,000, but they don't know how much how many people are going to leave, right? How many people are going to be like, yeah, nah, I didn't sign up for none of this. Um, so I am going to just say peace out, um, and I'm not going to work. They don't know how that what attrition is going to be affected. So, but they are looking to potentially hire another 30 to 40,000 agents, which means more cities, which means more interactions with these people who are poorly trained. So it's up to you to train them. It is absolutely up to you to train them. And a lot of times when you train them, they'll walk away. When you sound like you know what you're talking about, and that, they're banking on us being ignorant to what's going on or blind to what your rights are. And until those rights change, we really need to know what is going on. And so let me just go ahead and post that. I mean, there we go. So yeah, your emergency document checklist, as well as legal know your rights. There's a special section. If you know any Haitian immigrants or people here even on protective status or naturalized citizens, there's a special section for the Haitian community, simply because 500,000 are about to they're about to start rounding people up in mass numbers. And I just wanted to make sure that, we called out. I think Haitians have right now the biggest target, Somalians as well, but that I don't think there's as many. Well, I know there's not as many with protective status and all of that. So this guide, which will be on sale for this week, for a week, has all of that. And I'm going to go over exactly what is in that. Let me stop sharing this. Okay, stop sharing. Remove. Okay, so now that we know what the Freedom Papers are, let's talk about exactly what ICE can do, right? Well, first, let's talk about what's in that guide. So if you're looking to have a comprehensive resource, the emergency to go back document checklist is just that. It gives you everything from the links to one of the attorneys that's on the front line that has her information. Her name it's McBean Law. So if you remember, if you don't have a typical attorney, you'll have this person's information who is on the front line and helping people, and will be able to direct you to people that could potentially help. But the areas that you need to focus on: one, your identity and immigration documents. And I'm gonna just go through the broader areas, and then we'll talk a little bit more what that looks like. So identity and immigration documents, your freedom papers, your freedom papers, child, family and emergency information, and we'll go a little bit more into that. Again, you could write this down, you could pause it, replay it, but if you want all in one place, comprehensive, with clickable links on how to access and get these things, then go ahead and get this document while it is on sale. Just so you know, also, I am fundraising for my favorite organization called Brownsville Abroad, and we had him on our channel last year. I might see if I could get him back, but he's in the middle of raising funds for students in Brownsville, Brooklyn, who would probably never have the opportunity to travel abroad. Every year he takes them someplace different and special. And I believe this year, is it Panama? I think it's Panama this year. So the funds from this will be going directly to that organization. So along with my own funds, which I, gladly give. So we talked about identity and immigration documents. We talked about family and emergency preparedness. We next up is financial residency and employment records. These are all things you need to have as part of your to-go bag. That simply means you have a bag. I prefer it's a fireproof bag, right? That if something goes down, like, you know, we heard about the Verizon outage, and then there was also, I think, T-Mobile had an outage. All of the things you can just, if you need to bounce, grab that bag, your cash, and make sure there's some money in there too. But we'll talk more about all the things that need to be in the to-go bag. Actually, I did a video already over a year ago. I'll probably link that somewhere up here, so you can rewatch that. But again, financial residency and employment records. You also need health and medical records and insurance cards, your list of medication, and we'll go through the list in a second more in detail. Education and community ties, right? What does that mean? We'll get into that in a second. Have some digital backup, and all the information that I'm saying that should be, you know, paper ready should also be digitized and part of your to-go bag. You also need legal tools and know your rights material. So I'm going to show you. Let me see if I could share this real quick. I'm not going to share the whole document, but I'll share this part. So let me remove this, and I'm going to share what is in here. Hopefully you can see this. Okay. So again, this is a document that has the links. You see in blue? You don't have to do no more research. Just click on that, download these items, and have them in your possession. But let me just go ahead. So you'll have your what to say. You could carry this around with you. Like if you think you can't remember, what the heck do I say? You have a card, pull, you know, as long as you know you're not reaching and scaring the people, but have it digital wherever, have it accessible. So if you can't memorize it, if your children can't memorize it, they can pull out the card and know what to say. Learn how to respond if they raid you, right? Know your rights flyer. Family preparedness, right? What is the plan? Download what the plan is, right? Who's the guardians? Where is the key information? Cards for public work, school, and public work and school. Also your emergency guidance apps, right? And find an attorney. So if you are in a state, let's say I gave you McBean Law, right? And you can't get through. This is another resource where you can get free legal help using this directory. Yeah, let's just go through emergency and essentials that should be in the to-go bag as well. Cash. And we always say, don't have no $100 bills, like make 20s and under. I say 10s, 5s, and 1s should definitely be part of the mix more than anything else. Simply, if you need to barter and exchange and you have $100 bill, but you trying to buy some food that costs $5, you think somebody gonna give you change back? No, they're going to take that 100 because they know desperate times call for desperate measures. Or if they do give you change back, they're not giving you 95. They'll be like, here's 50. So small bills for essentials if phones and cards fail, right? Because we so used to tap in, but if your Verizon's out or if your T-Mobile is out, what you tapping? What you tapping? Phone charger and prepaid card. Keep a burn if you can. Have a non-connected, like a burner phone, right? That's not connected. You know, you can order it online too, but I'm not going to say who to buy it from. A notebook and a pen with you, like if someone stops you, if the ICE agent stops you, go ahead, write down all of their information if they'll provide it, because we know some of these people are pricks and they, you know, don't, and we don't know who they are. Some of them, you know, they're fully, you know, showing their faces, have the tags and all of that, but be sure to keep information. Also, have your printed script for ICE ready. I choose to remain silent. I want to speak to a lawyer before you say anything else. Well, there's other things you say first, right? I don't have to answer that. I know my rights. You quote, and that's on that card that you'll download. And a list of family numbers and social security numbers, right? Phone numbers, share. So these are what you'll share with the consulates if you need, and again, like I said, there's going to be, yeah, we could do this as well. So what are the best practices? You want to update the bag every 3 to 6 months. I don't say 6 months. Standard practice is 3 to 6 months. Definitely every quarter, every 3 months, please update the bag. Make sure you have your latest bank statements. Make sure you have your latest stuff digitized. Like I say, at minimum every 3 months. Keep one copy of this information with a trusted friend or attorney, or family member. Make sure that all the documents that you are saving in your to-go bag, you also have left with somebody else just in case. So the go bag, like if that disappears, what happens? Use password protection and encrypted. Definitely two-factor authentication. Definitely never, ever, 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 never, ever. Say it with me, y'all. Never, ever, ever, ever say sign ish with police, ICE, Homeland, none of them people without legal counsel present. I don't care if they say, if you sign this, we'll let you go now. Don't sign it. Because the law is definitely there to trip up people who don't understand the law. And then again, practice these things with your family, especially children, because they're going to start coming into schools, y'all. They're going to start coming into schools in many states. So have your children prepared. And then there's more information. Like I said, this is the whole special section on the Haitian community. But let me stop sharing that. And so again, I do want to share, give me 1 second, some information from What to Say. Oh, so I wanted to go back. So when it comes to your freedom papers, your passport, your green card, your visa, employment authorization, if that's what you're here for, naturalization or citizenship certificates, also your social security card. If you have a notice to appear because of some immigration status, now people are, turning their backs to that, but it's still good to have, and proof of your social security eligibility or benefits, right? So, and all of this, I'll show this again. You can see all of this is available with clickable links. How to get your passport, what to do for your proof of permanent residency, where to get your visa, your employment authorization, all of that. So all of this is included with, like I said, easily accessible links, and will be updated as necessary. So as things start to happen in other communities, and it may be, anyway, as things start to happen in other communities, this document will be updated. Let me also share or talk about, should you be walking around with your passport? I do. Passport card, I absolutely do. But I did want to share, there's a card. Where is the card? I downloaded it. Hold on 1 second. Oh, let me just pull it up from here. Goodness. Yeah, it is absolutely at the time where there's people like, I'm not showing anything. And I see people saying, I'm not showing anything. But, and however, you can play that, right? You can play that. And let's say you even get detained. At least when your attorney comes, or you're able to get in touch with an attorney, you have it on you. That I'm not telling you to show it or not show it. I'm telling you that there are places that your rights, right? And I'm not judging nobody who decides to show it and avoid having any interaction with anything further, being put in a car, being taken someplace else. Listen, at the end of the day, you got to do what's right for you. You may have children that you got to go pick up. Whatever you need to do to stay out of them people's facilities, do it, right? And some people are going to stand their ground and just be like, nah, I ain't showing you nothing. I know my rights, because that is, you really don't have to. At this point, it's not a law of the land. But again, it's up to you. So let me get back to the know your rights. Okay. It is so windy. That one sound like it is about to. Okay, so the thing about know your rights, I'm going to show you this so you can see it. Because I think everyone needs to know this, right? You can download this. Okay. Share. Okay. So this is the document that you can download and have it readily available. Okay, so they have it in all languages. It says all people in the United States, regardless of immigration status, have certain rights and protections under the U.S. Constitution, right? The ILRC red cards give example of how people can exercise these rights. However, they don't provide individualized legal advice, and community members are encouraged to check with a trusted legal service provider for questions about their situation. But what you want to do is go all the way down, pick the language. We're going to do English. And it takes you to a card that you can download. Hold on. Are you seeing? Let me see if you're seeing. You're not seeing the card. Shoot. Okay, it took me to another page. So hold on one second, y'all. Okay, so let me stop sharing. Can y'all see it now? No. Okay. Let me stop sharing this and start sharing where it took me to so you guys can see. Again, share this, please. Please don't hoard this information, because you never know who you will help, what family you will help. Please, 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 please. Okay, so here we go. This is what you will download, and you can cut it out. And it basically says print it at home. It tells you to use heavy weighted paper. And I think that has to do more with, it bleeding and all of that. And it tells you how to cut it and all of that. But it tells you your constitutional rights if they come to your door and what to say, right? And this is if you're a citizen, non-citizen, whatever. I do not wish to speak with you, answer your questions, or sign or hand you any documents based on my Fifth Amendment rights under the United States Constitution, right? I do not give you permission to enter my home based on my Fourth Amendment rights under the United States Constitution. This should be printed and hung up by your door for your family members, for people, again, so you don't have to worry about memorizing, right? I choose to exercise my constitutional rights. The same with there's another one. It's another link. I'm not going to go through it, but it tells you what to say if you're stopped in the street. But knowing that you don't have to answer any questions from an immigration agent if they try to talk to you, you have the right to shut the F up. Well, it says remain silent. But yeah, do not sign anything. If you are outside your home, ask the agent if you are free to leave. And if they say yes, what do? Just leave. You ain't got to curse them out. Because some of these people are ticky, ticky, boom. Some of these people are ticky, ticky, boom, boom. Did you hear about the journalist who got hired, child, as a journalist without doing much of anything? Like, they're hiring. Watch that movie with Tiana Taylor and Matt Damon, child. It will give you an insight of what's happening at the top of this food chain, right? The new triple K. Yeah. Anyway, and you could also give the card to an agent if you are inside your home. Show the card through the window or slide it under the door, so you don't have to keep going back and forth with them. Like this is golden, and I want y'all all to really be ready for whatever, right? Stay ready so we don't have to get ready. And so let me see if there's any questions, because I think that's pretty much, did I go through everything? So like the legal, know your rights, right? Emergency, essentials, the cash, the all of that, digital backups, health insurance cards, financial, your bank statements, your rental agreements, utilities, your mortgage, deeds, all of that in your to-go bag, your birth certificate, marriage, divorce certificate, custodian papers, power of attorney, emergency contact list, and whatever photos that are super precious to you. Have a few of those in there. So, God forbid, you have to leave everything, and don't know when you'll be able to come back. And so, yeah, so that's pretty much the Freedom Papers of 2026 and what we should be saying and doing and knowing and sharing. Oh, yes, the red card said, Kim, you're going to print this out for you. Yes, please do. Please, please, please do. This is getting real. And I want to just also share the thing that happened in the big news story that happened in Minnesota last week. Get ready for more of that. And more of that for people who look like us. Right? But look like us. Give me a second. My alarm is going off because I have a class coming up in 7 minutes. And I don't know if you can hear it. If you can't hear it, I'm fine. But if you hear something in the background, that's my alarm. I'm telling me to get ready for my 1 o'clock. But yes, it's called One Battle After Another. Yes, 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 yes. It's a must see. It's long now. You need like damn near 3 hours. But when you pay attention, you hear it. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. Just give me 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to get it now. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Anyway, yeah. So that movie definitely gives you some insight as to what's real. And don't think for 1 minute that it's not real. And don't think for 1 minute that these are not the people that are top of the ICE food chain, right? Don't think. So again, I definitely she did. She did. I don't get why she won that. I ain't gonna lie. And I love me some Tiana Taylor. I think she's that girl, like the fashions, all of that. She's from Harlem, where I was born. Like, I love everything about Tiana. I just don't get why she won. It was giving Monster Balls vibes with Halle Berry, like the over sexualization of Black women. And yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't get it. But okay, let's see if there's any questions. Do you have any questions before I have to jump off for this 1 o'clock? Again, the document is pinned. Again, and this is for ease of use. If somebody just does not want to do all the research and wants to not have to keep updating, because I'm going to update, go ahead, get it while it's on sale. The price automatically goes up, I want to say Friday. I think it's Friday, can't remember. But I wanted to, for this week, definitely have nobody have a reason not to have access to this, and then share it with your people. Like, just, buy one, share it. The funds are going to Brownsville Abroad. And I'm trying to think what else. So, any other questions? Yeah, so you definitely should be walking with ID that shows your legal status here. You don't want never sign exactly. Never sign nothing. But the other thing I worry about are the young people. The young people that they're gonna be able to take advantage of, because we're not doing a good job sitting down talking to them about this. We're not, as parents or aunties and uncles and guardians. This needs to happen through text, through, like, that card needs to be sent. If you are listening, if you can hear the words that are coming out of my mouth, get that card, send it to everybody you know, especially the young people, and tell them to save this in a file. Like, they don't have to memorize it. I don't want to put that much pressure. I don't think it's going to happen. But what they should memorize: don't say ish, don't sign ish, right? And that's your legal right. Let them reference the Fourth, the Fifth, and Fourth Amendment. I know my rights under the Fourth Amendment. I know my rights under the Fifth Amendment. If that's all they got, if that's all they can think of, let them, at least have that. Yes, the red card is amazing. Yes, that movie. Yep, you heard my phone. Yes, so true. Oh no, Tanya, you're so welcome. Listen, I'm back. Like I said, it was heavy. It was definitely a heavy, because emotionally, I'm taking in a lot too, and I have to protect myself, and I'm on a detox right now. I'm on a detox. I'm doing a 28-day challenge. I am, just trying to live my life. If your parents are a citizen but wants to travel back to their birth country, is it safe for them to travel, or do you think? So I don't know what the birth country is now. If it's a hot birth country, you good money, right? Going and coming in most cases, right? But also, I just did. Let me see, what time is it? I'm gonna have to come back. So I did on my TikTok channel, also on my Instagram, and on my Facebook channel. There's a video. There's a couple videos about the countries that are now part of multiple bans, right? There are some countries that are on a permanent ban, and some are on a immigration visa only ban. Mostly 90%, 99% of them are Black and brown countries, including some of the Caribbean islands. And so going out is one thing, getting back in is a whole different thing. And that's gonna be my, I'm gonna talk more about that, I think, tomorrow, when we talk about where Project 2025 is. I tried to tell y'all over a year ago, like, they are definitely targeting that Stephen Miller guy. Child, he talked about the countries that they were targeting, and again, watch that movie with Tiana Taylor, and One Battle After Another, and yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Oh, whoo, child, no, they on the list. I mean, they can leave, they can go, right? But if they're planning on coming back, if they plan on coming back, that may be the problem, right? And again, that's the other thing. If you are travel with a burner phone. Y'all do not be, if y'all are on these internets talking ish about, and when I say talking ish, talking the truth about what is going on in this country, leave those phones at home. Don't think that they're not going to ramp up. They are already infiltrated with ISIS, infiltrated with TSA. Like, don't make it hard for them, is what I'm going to say. Do not have a phone that they can track all of your socials, because that's what they're going to be doing. And so if you have a flip burner phone, if you don't have one, go get it and travel with that. And then when you get over there, right? Or if you have a phone, like, have another phone where you're just using not a eSIM card, a physical SIM card, and then toss that damn SIM card before you get to the airport. Like these are the tactics that we're going to have to pay attention to. Wait a minute. Hey, what's up? What's up, my Harlem sister? Yes, definitely Monster Ball vibes. Reese Space. Yeah, definitely Monster Ball. Oh, you're so welcome. Listen, I've been missing in action since the first week in January, but I'll be back. I'm back on a regular. I had to get through the first 2 weeks of this accountability challenge because like I said, I do it too. I'm not just coaching people. And just to show you, like, I've been hard at work. Let me see if I can show you some of my I might not be able to pull it up real quick, and I'm gonna have to jump off in a second. But I do want to show y'all. Listen, this is the work I've been doing, child. Like, I have not been sitting around. This is one of my platforms. So the goal was, I had my travel platforms I had let just be dormant pretty much in 2025. I wasn't feeling the industry. It was becoming, I knew the conversations needed to be more serious than what I was saying. I started the challenge on January 2nd, the day after New Year's. I went from 27,000 followers, which had dropped because I wasn't posting, to damn near 85,000 followers in 2 weeks. 2 weeks through this 80. I lock in. It's an art of war strategy. I will be talking more about the next cohort for it. But again, I grew 54. Well, it's probably higher than this because this is from a couple of days ago. So check it out. That is Instagram. Let me show you Facebook, and then we will move on. So I've been busy. I just want y'all to know I did not forget about y'all at all. This was definitely something I had to take care of. Okay, I think this is it. So this is, again, January 2nd through January 15th. This is Facebook analytics, over 3.5 million views in 2 weeks, right? Let me show you the followers. I think this is it. I can't really see because I grew 29,000 followers, net followers, right? Because I lost 585, which is beautiful metrics. I'm over 100. This account had 72 or 73,000, right? But it was dormant for a year. It was actually declining from January 2nd to January 15th. 29,000 new followers with over 3.5 million views. I've been working, y'all. So I brought it back because of this, because I want us. It's not about going and taking pictures and going on glamorous trips and stuff like that. Nah, that's not what my channel was always about. Information, right? And education, and helping my people make some smart moves, paying the least, not overpaying for their trip, stuff like that. Well, now with all these lockdowns and with what's going on with people traveling and getting hemmed up at immigration and their passports now being not valid when they get to other countries, that's what my channel is focused on. And so the goal was to come back the same way I did the Blitz here over a year and change ago. I need to educate my people. So if you're not following Black travel culture on those platforms, oh, thank you so much. But that's what happens when you lock in. And that's also what happens when you do my SLAY 2026 Strategic Life Architect Alliance. Please, I'm definitely bringing it back. The ones who are doing the work are seeing results. And I have a class, so I'm going to head off. Hey, Casper, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, you're so welcome, pretty kitty. I just don't see traveling anywhere right now. if you really don't have to, unless you're leaving the country permanently. Listen, I don't live in, listen, I hear what you're saying. I 100% hear what you're saying. I will be traveling just as soon as I can. I'm not living in a state of being stuck, right? And I do believe if you pay attention and you set yourself up, like stay ready, then you worry less. Like I will not be traveling, with none of this. I will be traveling with a new phone, with a disposable SIM card. Like, yeah, and there'll be other strategies. So anyway, I need to head off, y'all, but thank you so much for tuning in. Majority of the elder American lineages can be traced back several hundred of years with a paper trail. The American Negro Freeman registers have those lineages. Okay, those lineages who are not Black freemen lineages. Thank you for that education. We appreciate you dropping gems, and I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to try to come in earlier in the day as well, probably around this time, noonish. And we're going to talk more about where we are with the, projects that they're working on. We're going to talk more about smart safety tips if you are traveling and so much more. Because listen, this is not, it's not a game, but we know that. If you've been part of the Gym Nation family, we know that. We've been through that. So go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are not, become part of the Gym Nation family. And I will see everyone on tomorrow around noon or 1. I'll try to post it in the community tab so you know. Anyway, have a good weekend, everybody. Take care. Bye.